Shalom Chaverim, Shalom Chaverim, Shalom, Shalom. Lehitraot, Lehitraot, Shalom, Shalom.
Erev Tov, good evening everyone. I'm so pleased to welcome you to this year's 2011 5771 Gala celebration. We at Schechter are so delighted to welcome all of you this evening. Parents, students, faculty, grandparents, alumni parents, and of course our alumni. What a wonderful turnout this evening to celebrate peace and our honorees. You know, we at Schechter teach peace, and we teach it on a daily basis. We raise up future leaders of the Jewish and greater community in order to ensure the generations to come for our Jewish people and to ensure leadership for the community at large. And you, of course, have contributed to that by supporting Schechter over the years, and especially by coming out tonight. And we teach peace actively. Students engage in hands-on activities in order to learn the methods of peace. And so too, we tonight engage actively in celebrating and seeking peace. We're so pleased to honor you, and especially our alumni from so many years past, near and far. We're glad that you are here with us tonight. Lastly, we turn our attention to our honorees. We're so pleased to take this opportunity and welcome them again, but this evening, as stars of our community. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
I was a student here, and I've always had very fond memories of my time here. Once we settled on Long Island, it was almost a given in my mind that we were going to send our kids here.
Every day that they come home, it's really the right place for them to go to school. They come home happy, they're thrilled, I love what they're learning.
Well, it's very exciting to come back and see my grandchildren, running through the halls.
Our children are Israeli and American. Every summer they spend in Israel, and it was really very important that their education was an integral part of who they are, and the answer for that for us was Schechter.
So many parents are involved, and it really makes this community so special.
It's a real family, a family that celebrates together in Chas v'Chalila if there are other situations. This community comes together.
You couldn't ask for a better place for your child to get the real feel of what it is to give back.
If we want to have Jewish leaders for the future, you need to have people who have the feeling inside that they are connected, that they are part of the Jewish people. They need to understand it in a way that's not just intellectual. It's got to be in their kishkas.
There's no doubt that this school and their parents produced mention.
Very, very devoted mom. Very devoted mom to our school, yet before she became a president. If you needed anything, if you needed advice, if you needed support, if you needed a smile, Lila is there for you.
Really did a phenomenal job. She spent an enormous amount of time at the school, and then when she was thrown in the job of becoming president, she really took that on. She really did spend a lot of time and did an amazing job, and it really sets a great example for any of us to step up and do what needs to be done.
Lila became the president of the school, a listening ear, caring, with a lot of love and concern for the well-being of our institution. It was a real honor working with her, and really the school being guided by her was really a beautiful period of time.
She worked very, very hard for the school, for the children. She did all the things I think that a president of the school could do, plus.
She was able to take on every challenge that came her way and to throw herself into it, because work is something that she thrives on as well. You give her work, she'll do twice as much work as asked, because that's simply the only way she knows how to do anything.
She's a wonderful supporter of the school, and they as a family are wonderful supporters of our school.
When I first met Dahlia, I was a board member, and Dahlia was one of the co-presidents of the PA. I was extremely impressed the first time I met her, having conversations with her, and all the wonderful things that she was planning for Schechter. It was new, they were coming up with innovative things. I just was really, really impressed how much of her she was putting into her position.
She came right on board and really did a tremendous job. She did a wonderful job. She has been very, very involved with the school in working with school parent activities, and there are so many of them that take place on a regular basis. And she brought a very calming, pleasant, nice voice to the school.
It really is very exciting to see Dahlia as involved as she is. There's hardly a day that she's not here for something, and has been, very active on the board and the PA president in prior years. And it's just very nice to see someone in our family, carrying on that legacy.
It's really important to have somebody, especially a parent in the school who is also a principal, who really can get down and dirty, knowing the makings of the school and knowing the position that teachers are put in, staff members are put in, and yet be a parent.
Part of her, who she is today, is just so intertwined with the school, about her perception of things. Her philosophy is just so interconnected with the school.
She's a wonderful woman. She's one of the most caring human beings for children that I've ever met.
She's a special lady who has a warmth about her, who loves our children.
As a student, I have to admit, I was absolutely terrified of Oprah. I'm not sure what it was exactly. She had a very strict demeanor about her. She ran a very tight ship as a teacher. She always had us, I think she had all of us, just a little bit scared of her. But she was, I remember her being a really good teacher. I have great memories, of those years having her as a teacher. I gotta be honest with you, I did not know that she was still here at the school the first time I saw her when I was back as a parent. I was sitting at a meeting.
There was this young man sitting in front of me, but with his back to me. He was fine, and the conversation is going on, and he then said something. And I said, oh my God, this is Ari. I remembered his voice.
All of a sudden, I see her turn over to me, and her jaw hit the floor. She slapped her hands down on the table, and she said, I don't believe it.
We both turned at each other. We said, what are you doing here? I said, I'm here because I'm still here, but what are you doing here? And he said, I'm here because I have a daughter here. And that moment, he's like, oh my God.
Since then, we've interacted a fair amount, and I'm a lot less scared of her now.
I don't know how many people have the opportunity to be part of one's family's life from one generation to another. And that on its own is so unique and so beautiful, and I'm so happy that I am part of that.
I'd really like to thank everyone tonight for this wonderful honor that you've bestowed upon me. Volunteering at Schechter is probably one of the most enjoyable, most heartfelt, and probably the most wonderful experience I've ever had.
Congratulations, Mama and Papa. Grandma. Mama.
Dahlia and I just want to thank everybody who came out tonight, everybody who came to support us in particular, and everybody who came to show their support for the school.
On behalf of all the Hiltic children.
Our older brother Yuval couldn't be here tonight.
We just wanted to say, Ima, we're very proud of you and we're very excited.
I would really like to thank all of you that are attending this exciting event. It is such a true honor to share it with Leila Fleischer, with Ari Germain, Ari, my student. True honor to be here tonight. And for all the alums that had schlepped here on a Thursday night, yes, it is a working night, toda rabba to all of you for those wonderful, wonderful years that you gave me. Toda.
Shalom, chaverim, shalom, chaverim, shalom.